Hello everybody, and just here, and welcome back to Frieren, episode 6. Episode 6 in which we will most probably kill a dragon. Everything points in that direction. So, in the previous episode, first we set off on a journey. Eisen saw Frieren and Fern off to go on their travels towards Oriole, the heaven. Basically, that's what it is. And our first stop was a village haunted by a spirit who takes form of dead people and entices travelers with the prospect of perhaps being able to talk to their long dead loved ones and praise on them in that way. So Fern saw Himmel. Heiter. I keep mistaking them. Heiter, yes. Fern saw Heiter telling her that, oh, you've been a good girl, so I've come to see you again. That was the promise that they made on Heiter's deathbed, after all. Fern, on one hand, didn't fall for it because she knew what she was facing. So she still had the knowledge to withstand it. But on the other hand, she didn't have the strength to attack him either way, perhaps because of that promise that they made, right? That Heiter will come back and see her. So there was that tinge of doubt in her mind. Maybe it's this moment. Maybe it's actually him who came back to see me, right? That made things worse. Thankfully, Frieren had no such reservations when Himmel appeared in front of her. Mostly because Himmel's apparition said just straight up, hey, Frieren, just, shoot me, kill me, I'm a monster here, and you should have no reservations. Because that's exactly what Himmel would have said. Because he's a hero, he's a natural-born hero, essentially. Feels kind of weird talking about heroes after watching Helk not long ago, because the meaning is kind of different there, but I'm gonna get used to it. Thus, they dispatched of that spirit and went on to see a dragon's hoard that had a book. A grimoire that Frieren really wants. They tried to fight that dragon to no avail. Turns out that their spells just bounce off, and defeating that dragon with just 2 mages, it's not gonna be easy. They need someone to kite the dragon around, they need someone to tank for them, they need some melee damage. Thankfully, in the nearby village, there lives a whatchamacallit? Not a scion, that's not the correct word. Why do I remember the word scion, but not the much simpler word of... Not student, but student is the closest. A student of Eisen lives there, Stark. And he's a melee fighter. He has a big-ass axe. And he fought that dragon already, as the villagers say. In reality, he didn't as much fight it as he just stood there, locked in place with fear and unable to move. And the dragon just gave up and flew away. And that's the story. Ever since, he needs to stay at the village because he's touted as the hero, as the protector, and oh, if Lord Stark goes away, what will become of us poor? The dragon will surely attack, and so on and so forth. Why does my ear itch? inside. That's the worst. And yeah, he's training, smashing some rocks, smashing some cliff face with his axe, cutting it down, cutting a ravine through it. Probably something similar to, whatchamacallit, Fern's training, where she had to blast a rock, and that signified the end of her training. Meanwhile, Stark probably has to slice through the mountain, create a path to a neighboring village, something along those lines. Then he will be fully accepted. Then he will fully accept himself, perhaps, as a noble warrior, the student of the dwarf Eisen. And Frieren and Fern want his help, and he said that he will not join them until the dragon is defeated, so they will go together, defeat the dragon, which will free Stark, and he will be able to go with Fern and Frieren towards Oriole. That basically sums it up. What do I expect from today's episode? Well, I already said it. I expect a fight with the dragon, and the dragon probably being defeated. I think that's a reasonable assumption, that they will manage to defeat the dragon. And maybe some other story in the second half of this episode, moving out to some other village, maybe Stark finally cutting through the mountain. I don't know, something like that. Every episode usually contains at least 2 stories in it, so I don't expect this one to be much different in that regard. So, how about we just start watching it, right? To do it, you will need your subs, of course, to follow along with me. I'm going to need my sound to hear what's going on in the show. And I'm also going to have to ask you guys for your support. Support the channel monetarily on Patreon or YouTube down below, or not. Share my content, spread the word. It costs you nothing and helps a lot. And with all of that out of the way, we can start watching episode 6 of Frieren in 3, 2, 1, go. Indeed. Okay, straight into the opening. And we finally get... I think even in the previous episode we already had the lyrics. It's a nice song. And very topical, actually. The lyrics really fit this story. Perhaps the melody and the singing not so much, but the lyrics 100% do. Although, the more I listen to it, the more it actually does feel like it's fitting. And I was hoping this will get lyrics, the chorus, but alas, this is my favorite part of the song, actually, so... but yeah, Frieren isn't a depressing story. It's fairly uplifting, fairly full of hope, right? The world is good now, the heroes were victorious, etc., etc. So a little bit of an uplifting song kind of fits. And you gave them hope. So you want to stand up to their expectations. Exactly. He wants to become the person that the villagers believe he is. Probably, yes. Yeah, obligation. Oh, that tuft of hair blowing away, that was nice. Okay, so maybe the first half will be Stark's backstory, and the second half is gonna be fighting the dragon. Yeah. Oh? Right, we have not seen that. Yeah, she wanted you to experience it. And you were able to easily defeat it. And that was the lesson. That was why Frieren didn't help you. She's not asleep. But you're smiling. Or went ahead towards the dragon. She really doesn't want to. Cue Stark. Exactly. He found his resolve. Obligation. I mean, yeah, for Frieren it's not. Yeah. Letting fear freeze you. That's bad. Being impeded by fear is bad. Fear itself? Not really. Not being afraid is just being stupid. That's some nice music. Hmm. So it's also being afraid. Kinda, sorta. Oh, that's some very nice art. That's some very nice animation. So it recognizes Stark's strength. Yep. On reflex, what do you mean? What happened? Oh. Okay. Okay. That's some amazing music. I love it. I'm half expecting Lelele from Witcher 3. God damn. You can solo it. You already are. You already. Oh, is the dragon dead? Yes, the dragon is dead. Ah. Amazing. Yes. Hero Stark is apt. Holy hell. Yeah, you just solo the motherfucking dragon. Don't you have like a bag of holding spell or something? Grab all the books. Okay, so that's why it took them 10 years, because she was getting them into side quests. Oh, I heard those catacombs have a book. Could we, go there and grab it? Yeah, that's why it was a decade. Yeah, that's fair. Make the most out of it, right? Right, do you have a syrup spell? Ah, shit. Well, how can you eat shaved ice without syrup? Okay, so he is coming with. I was hoping it's actually gonna show us the effects. Where are you looking? Fern. Yep. Yep. They need a fourth one to complete the hero team. Even the hero Stark and the hero Frieren? Apprentice! That was the word I was looking for in the opening. In the recap. Not scion, not student, apprentice. Or what, you're gonna give us a side eye? Like you did right now? Yeah, he works for a deterrent. His very presence. He's a bouncer, basically. What you gonna be waiting for? Okay. That works. Can't you fly over the wall? Oh, poor Stark. Poor Stark. Oh, something interesting. Right, there's that whole, like, war going on, isn't there? Sunday? You were smaller. Also, probably shrinkflation, let's be honest. I'm out of juice. Let's hope my chamomile tea is... It's not cold enough. Shit. Yeah, you could say that. It's absolutely shrinkflation. You don't need to grow any bigger, Fern. You don't need more milk. Okay. They found common language, common front against Frieren. She has PTSD from Frieren just wanting to wait for 2 years everywhere. Yeah, seems plausible. Maybe not. Okay. That actually makes sense, yeah. Right, maybe you could get hired as a guard for a merchant caravan or something that goes there. That's a possibility. Or maybe not. Yeah, I mean, probably, but if there's someone who can go through illegally, it would be them. They immediately have a brother and sister vibe to them. uh, they really are just siblings adopted by Frieren. Because he doesn't want to sit on his ass for 2 years. Oh, what you mean? You dying or something? I mean, yeah, it absolutely would be a highlight of anybody's life. Oh, does he want to travel and still make it back to Eisen to tell him about his adventure? Yep. Okay, that's exactly what he wants to do. Yep. Okay, that's a very nice sentiment, actually. Hopefully. You better not, you know. Why are you. Oh, hiding from Fern. Or from someone else? By the guard? Did you steal this book? Also, this motherfucker's huge. Hello. Oh, I'm sorry for not recognizing the hero. That's some cute animation. Yes, that's it. That's absolutely it. It's not about magic books. No. Where do you even hear that? She was hoping she can stay for a while, enjoy the books and whatnot, but no, they created a whole ass parade for her departure instead. She probably doesn't want to tote her hero status either. And yeah, she wanted to take her time. Perhaps without all the cheering, but for the most part, I would say. Or maybe actually with all the cheering. Of course. That was a nice episode. Okay, it's drinkable now. Chamomile and pear. I'm used to treating chamomile as more of a medicine than something you drink, but it's actually nice to drink. I always associate the smell of chamomile with having like a pink eye and putting a chamomile tea bag on the eye to heal it, or when I had like eye something inflammation, then all of the dried up eye gunk, you'd clean it off with chamomile tea as well. That's my association with chamomile, eye gunk. So right now we need one more melee fighter, and we're gonna complete the team. Like a fairy tale. Well, it basically is a fairy tale, but yeah. Similar, reminiscent. Let's watch it again. Yeah, Stark basically just cannot leave the villages alone. They would just panic, they would just they wouldn't be able to live normally. They would lose their laughter, they would lose their smiles, they would live in fear, just like they used to back before Stark appeared here. So he's not going away. He doesn't want to die, but of course he wants to help the people of the village. They allowed him to live here, they helped him, they probably provided him with food, with lodging, etc. So he also wants to make it up to them, wants to pay off his debts. I got a scar on my forehead during a fight with my master, not against monsters. Yep. That was the first time he ever hit me. That's why he touches that scar so often, because it reminds him of Aizen. I really thought that he got that scar from... he mentioned how his village was destroyed by undead or something like that, right? I really thought that that was where he got it, but apparently he got it from Aizen. I don't think he'll run. Yeah, he doesn't run from the pain of endless training, the pain of calluses and cuts and bruises, so he's not going to run from a dragon. He doesn't have the run away personality. He has the stand and fight personality. My first battle against a monster. Well, I would also be afraid of it because it looks motherfucking terrifying. My fear made me weak in the knees, and she ran. For some reason, Frieren wouldn't help me because it was a learning experience for you. Frieren was there to, to destroy the monster should things go south, but she had trust in you that you will survive. You will face your fears, and with shaking hands you will attack because you've been cornered. And this also gives Fern that confidence, right? Oh, it's a monster that I was running away. When being cornered, I turned around and shot a beam at it desperately, thinking that, oh, maybe it will drive the monster away. It's my last-ditch effort. And that beam just vaporized the monster. So now, maybe I'm actually stronger than I thought. Maybe I don't actually need to run away from monsters like that. I have the power now to face them. It's this single training session served to give her the confidence to stand her ground and fight. All I needed was resolve. That too. He's not here, but of course he appeared. Yeah, he really doesn't have that confidence, right? He's like, I'm gonna try to hold my ground for 30 seconds, but if I die, and I fully expect myself to die, if I die, then promise me to finish the dragon off for me. Right? He fully expects himself to not be able to do anything, to not be able to win, to not even be able to stand his ground, perhaps. His hands are shaking, but he fights through fear. That's courage. That's courage. Courage isn't the lack of fear. Courage is fighting on despite being afraid. So both of them are absolutely courageous. And it's kind of funny to see how the graphical fidelity of the dragon takes a hit, but that graphical fidelity is traded for just mad animation. This is great. That flame, the whatchamacallit, it has a specific name, like eye adjustment, right? Or like a camera adjustment. It might exposure adjustment, auto exposure, right? When I take away the light from my camera, it adjusts the brightness. If I shine into it, sorry for a flashbang, right? It adjusts the brightness around, and this is this sort of an effect, and I really like it. Because the fire is so bright that the rest of the image has to dim to be able to even show that brightness. If it didn't dim, those flames would just be white, would just be blaring at the screen, blaring at your eyes. That's a great effect. Some amazing animation. No wonder it stopped attacking the village. Yeah, it actually recognized Stark as a strong fighter. The dragon is a smart creature. Yep, it's not stupid enough to pick a fight against a powerful opponent. So everybody recognized Stark as scaringly powerful. Aizen, the hero, was so afraid of him that his self-preservation instincts kicked in and he punched Stark in the face. The dragon recognized Stark as strong enough to just give up on attacking that village entirely because a scary man is inside. It was only Stark who didn't recognize his own strength. And low self-confidence just works like that. Just works like that. Everybody else might be noticing how good you are, but you don't. You doubt every single word. You're getting praised, you're getting rewarded, you see that the whole world appreciates you, but you think it's just a farce, that no, it can't be true. I had a friend like that in primary school. She had incredibly low self-confidence, right? She would always be like, oh no, I don't want to take part in the contest of singing, etc., etc. Oh no, I can't sing, no good. She would be kind of dragged into it by the teachers and she would get the first place. And then she would continue repeating that, oh no, I don't sing, no good. And then she would get another first place. And right, that's how it works. Everybody praises you. The world validates that, hey, you're actually pretty fucking good, but you still are in that spiral of self-hatred is going a little too far with it, but the spiral of not believing in yourself. And you kind of need a moment like that, like Stark, where you defeat your dragon and you see for yourself that I'm pretty good, actually. It doesn't come from external validation. It comes from you yourself noticing it. That's also... rather, in general, that's how humans, like preconceptions, work in the first place. Human beliefs. If someone is told that what they believe is wrong, they will just reject it. They will just reject it. They will be like, no, you don't know nothing. My belief is correct. But if they themselves come to the correct belief, they suddenly change it because it was themselves who came to the conclusion. That's why arguing with all sorts of tinfoil hat wearing anti-vaxxers and flat earthers just makes no sense, because they will just not listen to you. The only way that they can change their beliefs is if they themselves change them. That's just how it works. That's how human brains work. And you can't really change that. Yeah, you hit him. I was afraid of him. I was afraid of him. It really feels like if the Demon Lord were to appear in this time, it would be Frieren, Stark, and Fern who would be going on a journey to fight him. Not Himmel, not Eisen, not Heiter, Stark, Frieren, and Fern. Although the question is, would Stark be the hero he is if he didn't have the training from Eisen? Would Fern be the mage that she is if she didn't get the training from Heiter, and if Heiter didn't connect her with Frieren? Probably not. But if there was a new Demon Lord to appear, knock on wood, it doesn't happen. It would... Stark would absolutely be the one to join the team. 100%. Again, low fidelity dragon, high fidelity animation. And a blast from up top. Won't let you breathe your fire. Just gonna spin his axe and a smack. Powerful column of light. Now, fire! I'm holding him down. I stood my ground for 30 seconds. Please kill him now. Oh no, the dragon is gonna kill me. What are you doing? Why are you not keeping to your word? Why are you not attacking the dragon? No need. No need. The dragon is dead. I defeated the dragon by myself. That you did, Stark. That you did. Frieren is cute. I love Frieren. They really nailed the voice casting for Frieren. They really did. It's the voice actress of Chise from Ancient Magus Bride. And it really works. At first it was kind of, maybe not jarring, but it was weird to see the voice actress who voices essentially a young upstart mage student voice this like elven sage, but it went away quickly. It went away quickly. I had a similar whiplash when I heard the voice of Visha from Yojo Senki in what was that show about gambling? I forgot. But yeah, there was that show about gambling, and Visha's voice actress voice like cold, calculating seductress of a woman, and it didn't really fit well with it, but you can get over it. My master said that you made the hero's adventure ridiculous. Yeah, ridiculous and fun. She brought fun to that adventure. Instead of just going forth and blasting your way through hordes of undead and monsters and whatnot, Frieren was the one who brought them some shaved ice, who turned some grapes sour for Eisen, who just made them have fun. If it's our obligation, if we have to do it one way or another, might as well have some fun with it. Yeah, would you prefer a difficult and painful journey? I know I wouldn't. Ridiculous, fun. It's gonna take us a while, but hey, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have some shaved ice. We're gonna save some villages. We're gonna help some people on our way. We're the heroes. We're not demon lord slayers. We're heroes. We help everybody. We go on side quests. And Frieren was the main drive that dragged them towards the side quests. And alas, the hero Stark is departing. It's not a very interesting spell. Oh, Fern. And yeah, I feel like going on a ridiculous journey too. This really mirrors the original journey that Frieren took with Himmel, Heisen, and Eiter. Heisen and Eiter. Sure, Himmel, Eisen, and Heiter. Why are their names so similar? Ah, whatever. Fortress city of Wall. Wall. The city has a big wall. What do we call it? Let's call it Wall. Regal Canyon in Central Lands. There's monsters abound. We can't let you pass, of course. Yeah, Frieren really likes that idea. It's a safe city. It has some magic shops. I can, sleep until noon, read some books, do my research. Couple of decades of a life like that will do me good. Yeah, Fern knows what's up. Fern knows what's up. She's really cold towards Stark, isn't she? The sea routes have been shut down too. Northernland's army. It'll be at least 2 years until the checkpoint opens. This is the moment Fern started panicking. This is the moment she started panicking. I was just a kid when I came here before. Why are you meowing? What do you need from me? Okay, my cat just stood on my doorstep, meowed at me, and went away. Cats be cats, I guess. I don't remember it being this small. Oh, it's because you're all grown up. No, it's this Sunday is like legit smaller. Compare it to the size of the strawberry, right? Compare it to the size of the spoon. What he has here right now is more like the portion that Eisen has here. Also, those blueberries are fucking massive. They're like tangerines. Well, maybe not quite like tangerines, but they're big. They're like plums. The passage of time is cruel. What if I told you we might have to wait more than 2 years in the city? Yeah, Frieren found an ally. Neither of them wants to stick around for 2 years. Common front against Frieren. Can't fly over. Can't go through by guarding a caravan. This is great, how Stark actually uses his strength and his scary looks. Oh, I'm so afraid. To intimidate people, and Fairness in the background, like... She wants nothing to do with it, basically. Just stands in the background, hands loosely across her body, no expression on her face. I actually really enjoy expressions in this show, or should I say, the lack of them. I really enjoy that. I really like how they are talking here, and they don't have that, you know, anime exaggerated movement, anime exaggerated faces, right? There's no... I know, but very neutral faces. Maybe it's because I live in Poland, and this is how we Polish people smile. Maybe that's why, but I'm way more used to people just talking and walking and doing things with just a neutral face. Not gesticulating widely, not making fucking gumball faces, right? But rather just being neutral, being people, being human. This really humanizes those characters to me. I really like it. I don't have a lot of time. Yeah, for a moment I thought that Stark might be dying. Maybe that's why he has his arms bandaged. Maybe there's a curse there or something that slowly consumes him. I don't know, something along those lines. Anime really likes the concept of a cursed arm, so why not 2 cursed arms, right? But no, he wants to go through his own journey, and he wants to talk about his journey to Aizen, because hearing Aizen's stories was like the one moment that they actually connected. That's the one moment where Aizen was actually passionate about something, where he was actually willing to talk about things. He's too old to travel now. I was too young to travel, so he told me about his travels. Now he is too old to travel, so I want to tell him about my travels, right? Yeah? It's all I can do to repay my debt. And if I take too long, my master will die. Hopefully, I hope against all hope that Aizen actually sticks around to the very end. I hope that when the source material is done and they come back to these lands, they actually go and visit Aizen, and Stark actually can talk about his adventures to him. I really, really hope it actually has a chance to happen. Frieren's hiding from attention. I really thought for a moment that she stole that book. Swear to God, I thought she stole that book. But no, she didn't. She was hiding because she just doesn't want the sort of attention. Very cute animation. Very cute animation. Someone is absolutely gonna cut it out, chroma key it, and put some music in the background and have Frieren dance to some anime opening. 100%. I like the difference in height of those soldiers. Soldiers in anime are usually like extremely uniform, down to their height, they're the exact same model. Not in this case, there's a little bit of height difference. It matters. Those little things like that really matter. Oh, yes, of course you want to pass through the gate because there are monsters abound, and you're a hero. You want to save us from those monsters, don't you? Of course. But no, she doesn't. She just wanted to stay here for a couple of years, take her time, read some books, sleep until noon. Alas. Alas. ED. And some keywords at the end. He died in battle against Aura. Who the fuck is Aura? 10 years ago. The Liberation Festival is tonight with a pain in the rear. I'm curious about that mage, and I don't really want to read anymore. Okay. Cool. Cool. Another good episode of Frieren. What more can I say? What more can I say? I really like how they are essentially again assembling a team of heroes. That's like another parallel to the journey they're taking. One parallel is that they are of course taking the same route. They're going to the same place, and they're gonna be coming back the same route, the same place. But another parallel is that Frieren is gathering exceptional people around her. Fern is an exceptional mage who perhaps even has a chance to surpass Frieren, even if it only comes down to like raw power. I think Fern might, after some training, have more raw power than Frieren. Frieren's magic might be more sophisticated. She knows more spells. She knows how to use them better, etc., etc. But Fern might actually have more power. I don't know. It's just my theory. Stark, meanwhile, extremely powerful warrior. So powerful that Eisen, the hero himself, was afraid of him. So powerful he can solo a motherfucking dragon. So powerful that dragons are afraid of him. Right? It really feels like we are gathering another team of heroes. And I really like it. I'm kind of left wondering if we are going to get one more companion, for original heroes, for new wave heroes, it would fit. It would absolutely fit. We haven't seen anybody who would be like who we would have a reasonable expectation would possibly join. But maybe in the future, I don't expect it to happen within like this season, this show, those 24, 28 episodes, but perhaps within the span of the source material. I can see that happening. We have Frieren's apprentice, Fern. We have Eisen's apprentice, Stark. I guess Fern could also be Heiter's and Frieren's apprentice. I wonder if Himmel left an apprentice behind. Or a cousin, a brother, a son, Someone like that who would also join potentially our team as another melee fighter, perhaps. A paladin would be nice, something like that. But it's just pure speculation on my part. Really cool episode. The fight with the dragon was extremely hype. I love the music. I love Stark's combat performance. It was great. I really thought initially that Frieren is just going to be this slow journey, reminiscing of the past, going through the forest, pretty shots of vegetation, etc., etc. But we are getting some really fucking hype battles around, right? Like fuck it, most whatchamacallit, most shonen shows, most fucking battle shonens just don't hold a candle to the battle that was shown in Frieren. It was great. I had fun. I love this series. I love this show. I love these characters. I love this story. It's good. Thumbs up. But you guys, you tell me, what did you think of this episode, my reaction, my theories, stuff like that, in the comments below. No spoilers, please. Spoilers can go to my Discord here, also in the description below. Like this video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't, but tell me why so I can improve. Subscribe to the channel to be notified of future releases like Frieren, but also Magia Record, Shangri-La Frontier, Shield Hero, Saihat and a Paladin, Mahotsukai no Yoma, and plenty of others coming at you in the future. I also stream sometimes, so click the bell to be notified of when I go live. Support the channel if you want monetarily on Patreon, linked down below, where for $10 a month you get early access to non-seasonal shows like Magia Record, and for just $1 you get a role on the Discord and a place in the credits. You can also support me on YouTube itself via memberships, super thanks, stuff like that, also down below. And if you don't want to spend any money whatsoever, share my content, spread the word. It costs you absolutely nothing and helps the channel a lot. And now, with all of that out of the way, that's gonna be it from me for today. So as always, you guys do the good stuff, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Cheers! And here's my wonderful Patreons: QB, Without the Net, Survivor, Zayrainer, Shoshu Akamaser, Fussel, David, Dr. Watt, Marshuk, and Hans Peter, and you can join them without having to wait around for 2 years.